Hello Geminis and welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley. I'm an intuitive channel for divine, and I read tarot and oracle cards both by the book and intuitively. This is going to be your July energy spread. For those of you guys who want to know what decks I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, the Everyday Tarot mini deck, the Archangel Oracle cards, and the Sacred Empowerment deck. For those of you guys who want to hear more from me, you have some intense energies, Gemini, which is not always very intense, like heart-centered feelings this month, for the month of July. But for those of you who want to know more or want to hear more from me, I have daily, weekly, and plenty of in-depth monthly videos dealing with empowerment, chakra clearing, 3D reality, or what's going on in our 3D reality energies, as well as kind of a more in-depth version of this that deals with your 5D reality or 5D energies. So what's going on up there, and then I separate them between energies of divine masculine and divine feminine, except for some of the relationship spreads. So I have relationship spreads for people who are in union and people who are not. So if you want to hear more from me, please find me on Patreon. The link is below. Yeah, you guys are having a lot of like pain in your heart chakra. Whenever I channel for anybody, I go into the energy of the collective for you guys. So whether it's divine masculine, divine feminine, or different zodiac signs, I'm feeling a lot of I think you're going through a lot, Geminis. The last few months have been really hard on a lot of us. June being a 6 month was a very transitional month for you, and for all of us. But it feels like for you guys especially, and I feel kind of like the remnants of that coming in. So let's see if we can get you some guidance on balancing out your July. Your overall energies are going to be the Mother of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not surprised. Any Gemini I know very much sits firmly in these Mother of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles energy. This is the energy of being abundant, being generous, being kind, being gentle, being rooted in that family-centered feeling and that family-centered love. Again, guys, I say this all the time, but this journey starts and ends with you. So it's okay to give love out to other people when you have an abundance of it, but remember to bring that love, that gentleness, and that kindness back to you. Into your spiritual path for these are your energies for your spiritual path on here in July, and this is the Seven of Wands. Wands is the spiritual path as well. I'm sorry, guys. When I channel, I get a lot of air going on, so please forgive me. But the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. So the Wands is the spiritual card. Being in your spiritual path, you're definitely going to have to stand your ground with yourself and with others when it comes to July. So whether your ego is trying to put you in fear and tell you that you're not the Queen of Pentacles or that you're not walking your true path, the ego is often wrong when it comes to things that are the best for us. The ego has a place in time to help us, in moments to help us do that fight, flight, or freeze. But in any other instance, it's trying to pull us back into a place where our ego can drive the bus. So remember, when it comes to our ego telling us things that we're, we shouldn't do that because we did it before in the past and it didn't work out for us, or putting us in anger or depression or that sort of stuff. That's not the ego's place to put us in. So don't listen to your ego. Don't listen to those ego driven fears and anxieties this month. But also sometimes we need to stand our path, or stand our ground when we're walking our spiritual path, just in general with other people. We can trigger when we're on our healing path, when we're on our spiritual journey, we can inadvertently trigger other people into their ego and fear. So stand your ground this month. I feel like a lot of you guys are having heart chakra issues, and with this standing your ground, you're having sorry, I'm having a lot of issues with my throat chakra now. You're having issues with your throat chakra because of this, and I really feel like it's hard for me to breathe. So this is definitely something that's very deeply ingrained in you. So I feel like they're giving me visions of some of you standing up to family beliefs and religious beliefs, and even though cultural beliefs can be in there, family beliefs and religious beliefs are very ingrained into us. I feel sometimes more often than cultural beliefs are. And it's important for you to stand your ground with this, especially when you're going through a healing journey, and those things within religion and within your family ideologies just don't serve you and serve your highest good anymore. It is okay for you to stand up for yourself, even if though putting up those boundaries and standing up for yourself is not making you is kind of making you inadvertently triggering other people, whether it's in religion or family. I'm actually, I'm not surprised that the Archangel cards came in, because I feel that this is a deep, deep shadow within you guys, is this standing up for yourself. It's getting, I tap into your energies, guys, so it's getting to the point where I normally can clear myself and clear my chakras enough that I can continue on with the reading, but I've needed to pull in more than one archangel to help me with my energies here in this reading, to continue on, to feel like I can breathe again and to physically be able to breathe again, because there was a moment where I was just I don't know if I can do this reading. It's still going to be a little difficult for me, but at the end of the day, guys, this standing up for yourself is going to be super important for you this month. Yeah, I very much feel like I haven't had this much trouble breathing. I've had a lot of pain and pressure with other ones, but I haven't had this much trouble breathing through my whole before coming to this. So I really feel like this is you speaking your truth to the people that you love, and you feel like that they're going to turn against you. And here's the thing, guys, some real tough love truth coming at you right now, guys. So this may trigger you, but if people don't stand with you when you change yourself for the better, then they don't deserve to be around you in the first place. If people, if you reassert boundaries, if you're coming from a healthy space, a healthy heart chakra, instead of an ego, or in a fake sense of ego, when you're standing from that balanced heart chakra, that balanced heart chakra system, in a healed inner child, healing your shadow work, healing yourself, mind, body, and soul, and you reassert your boundaries so that people don't walk all over you again, and people don't hurt you again, and people don't people don't cross your boundaries again, and people can't respect that, then they don't deserve to be in your life. I'm being very firm about this, but the way that I'm physically feeling from you guys, along with emotionally feeling and spiritually feeling from you guys, it's a very very horrible feeling to go through that pain and pressure and feeling like you can't stand up for yourself and you can't breathe. I've been there. I've been in those situations. Those situations have caused many dark nights of the soul within me where I wasn't getting to my healing piece of that dark night of the soul, as well as like in physicality. I've been like, it's caused panic attacks in me. It's caused fight, flight, or freeze that I talk about with the ego, where I have literally like walked out of situations where I look like a crazy person because people are crossing my boundaries so badly that there's nothing I can do other than to remove myself, because I will either become extremely physically combative towards myself with self-injurious behavior, or towards them. Normally towards myself, because like you Geminis, I care for other people deeply. I very much sit in that Mother of Pentacles energy like you guys do, but it's one of those things where it becomes not only a physical, but not only emotional and psychological, but a physical detriment to my own health when I'm around people that do not respect my boundaries, that walk all over me, and that are toxic. So yes, firm love coming at you right now, firm, tough love. When those people make you feel this way, there is absolutely no reason for you to sit in those energies. And I'm feeling horrible right now. I came into this reading feeling very balanced. Even when I was reading that your energy is the Mother of Pentacles, very balanced. But the moment this stand your ground came out, it just all went downhill pretty fast. So you guys know who you need to stand up for, up to within yourself and your spiritual path, and your path of healing, your path of love, your path of that inner child work, of that deep shadow work. You know who you need to stand up to, and you know how detrimental it is for yourself that you're not doing so. I'm seeing family members, I'm seeing parents, I'm seeing siblings, I'm seeing significant others. Geminis, you need to stand up for yourself and not let people treat you that way. You are worth so much more than that in life. You deserve so much more than that in life. Please stand your ground here in July. I don't even want to continue with what you're struggling with, because I think we already know. You're struggling with being that King of Cups. The King of Cups stands on a solid foundation within his emotions. His cup is filled, so he can give to others. He can come from a place of feeling his emotions, honoring his emotions, healing his emotions with like that, and make decisions that are best for him and for those he serves. But he's always within himself first. He always does it for himself first, and then he goes for other people. He stands up for himself in what he wants and what he desires, and he has strong boundaries within himself. 100%. This is what you guys are struggling with this month. Spirit is saying continue with the reading, but I don't think I need to. I think that this is your core issue here. You are the Queen of Pentacles, and because the Queen of Pentacles, a lot of people can take advantage of that. So no matter if you are masculine or feminine watching this video, a lot of times when people see us feminines or even masculines in this Queen of Pentacles energy, they think that we're weak and then they can walk all over us. But guys, that's not your journey, and that's not your path, and it's not the truth of who you are. It's causing you immense pain. It's causing you immense psychological and emotional imbalances, and immense physical, painful physical symptoms. I'm going to spend the rest of this this reading within the love and light of the guides that have come in for me and have come in for you. Please call them in to help you with this standing your ground card. And again, just because this is in the spiritual path doesn't mean that it's only in the spiritual path. So definitely stand your ground with your healing journey. Stand your ground when it comes to toxic people, but that these people are in your 3D physicality, and they're continuing to cross your boundaries, treating you like you're a doormat, treating like they can use and abuse you. That is not appropriate for anybody to do to you. You are worth so much more than that. Sorry guys, I just got a vision for somebody else that I didn't know was a Gemini, but now Spirit just brought to me that they're a Gemini, and this is their issue here in July too. But the person that they brought up is a person that she lets her husband control her. So it's not necessarily about like physical abuse, but like she can't be who she truly is because she lets her husband control her life. And you have to stand up for yourself, guys. You have to transform. They're showing me a butterfly. You have to transform in you have to be that butterfly and transform into the part of yourself that you're meant to be. Many of you are stuck in that cocoon, and because of these people in your life that you're not standing up for, you're stuck in that cocoon trying to break free, but you're not going to be able to break free until you stand up for yourself, for your inner healing journey, and for a healthy life, inside and out. And that includes cutting toxic people out of your life. Getting into your physical sector. Okay, so you're very much meant to be in this Ten of Cups sector. You're supposed to stand, your Spirit is saying you're supposed to stand your ground and be in the energy of the Ten of Cups. This is an energy of family, this is an energy of abundance, this is an energy of emotional stability, and of having it all, of having that, in the traditional tarot, they have a rainbow above these cups, of having everything that you want. But Spirit is saying it comes from that standing your ground, that Seven of Wands. This is going to come from you standing your ground and speaking your truth. If you can stay true to yourself and to your inner path this month, if you can get into those inner healings, that this is what is meant for you in the future. You could have these energies of this happy family life, but you need to cut the bullshit out of your life. You need to cut out of the people who use and abuse you, who try and control you, who try and manipulate you, who try and take everything from you, who try and even, to the extent of abuse, who try and take parts of you because they're so lacking within themselves. They're showing me like a very like stick figure skinny demon trying to like take parts of your flesh because they're so lacking within themselves. They're refusing to look inside of themselves to heal themselves, and they're just taking from you. It is time for you to stop giving other people that power over you, Geminis. For your struggle sector, we have this Judgment. So this Judgment is a beautiful card. This is the divine calling down and judging your heart. Your heart on the scales against a feather. And you see that lady, she is ready and waiting, she's willing, she wants to be judged by divine because she knows that she's this Queen of Pentacles. This is what you guys are struggling with when it comes to physicality. You're struggling with having that life that you're supposed to have, but you're running from this judgment because you feel like there's something flawed within you to not have this happily ever after that you're wishing for, or that's trying to come in for you. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's you standing up for yourself. It's you cutting away those toxic people and toxic situations in your life that no longer serve you. It's cutting away that whoever has that energy of that, like I hate to say the word demon, but there's really no other way to describe it. It is a demon just taking pound after pound after pound, or even just bit after bit after bit of flesh from you until you don't have anything, until it's taken flesh and muscle and organs and bones and there's nothing left of you, and not even in the ethers. Stop letting this happen to you in life. Stand up for yourself, stand up for your healing journey, and know that you are worthy of this. You are worthy of being a whole person. You are worthy of being the person that you are meant to be. You are worthy of this divine happiness and being in the true balanced King of Cups, being in the Mother or Queen of Pentacles, and walking into this judgment with they're showing me the Geminis, they're showing me the color of your souls. And here's the thing, or the color of your auras, the color of your souls. Many of you have very white or clear auras, and you're meant to have these clear auras. You're meant to be lighter than that feather, but you're very, very blackened and weighed down by the people that are around you right now. So please, in July, very tough love, very triggering, I know, I understand, but very much needed. I don't control the flow of information that comes in, I just speak it. And quite honestly, these are needed here in the month of July for you. So I'm very sorry that if this is triggering. I never want to trigger somebody, but I'm an authentic person, and I speak the truth whether people want me to or not. I speak the truth of the divine. So if this isn't resonating with you, if it's triggering you, I understand. You can click off. I'm not going to take it personally. This same thing actually happened with the Cancer video that I did a few hours ago. But here's the thing, guys. You are worthy of taking care of yourself. You're worthy of getting out of those toxic situations. You're worthy of healthy boundaries and living from that healthy heart chakra, a healthy inner child, and having gone through your inner shadow work and come out the other side in a healthy way. You are worthy of that. And if you wish to go... if you wish to continue with your healing, then I'm more than happy to help you with the rest of the spread. And if you want to continue, please continue. Again, for those of you who are going to click off, I don't take anything personally, so it is completely okay if you click off. But let's get into guidance for your spiritual and mental sector. Again, it's hard sometimes when you have such a blocked throat chakra to speak, so please forgive me. But these are the sacred empowerment cards. So your empowerment message for your spirit and physical path is: I trust that though I may not see it now, there's a greater lesson for me in this. Sorry guys, I'm about to cry. Not my energies, your energies. This is extremely resonating with you guys, extremely. Sometimes when we're in that place of unhealthy boundaries, and in that place of being used and abused and manipulated and being around toxic people and in toxic situations, it is extremely hard for us to understand that there are lessons in this. Again, I'm sorry guys, your energies. I've been there. I went through a lot of this, being abused in every way, being exploited, being neglected in every way that you can think of when I was a child. And as an adult, I continued to be around the people who did it, trying to spread my love and light to everybody. In trying to unconditionally love people while still having them in my day-to-day. And this is extremely resonating with you guys too, so please bear with me through all these triggers. But these people continued to cross my boundaries, to try and walk all over me, to manipulate me, and even though some of the abuse stopped, the neglect and other versions of the abuse and exploitation continued. And I refuse to put up with it in my day-to-day life. And though I unconditionally love these people in my family, in my friends group, in my old friends group, in my old community, and I can unconditionally love them still today, they are not a part of my day-to-day life for a reason. They are not part of my day-to-day life because they continue to be the same people that crossed my boundaries, that walked all over me and used and abused me. Therefore, I feel very, very strongly about this when these energies come up for other people. And Gemini, in July, these situations, you will come, the Spirit is saying that you will come to the understanding that these situations happen to you for a lesson. They came to you because they're part of your journey. And they came to you so that you can heal them, walk out of these situations, heal them, and never, ever get into a situation where you're having these energies and these situations coming for you again. This is the same with me. The moment that these things come up in romantic relationships or friend relationships or work situations, when they come up for me, I immediately put that boundary up. I have great discernment within myself for what I give to the world and what I am open to receiving from other people. I am a great understander of where my energy ends and somebody else's begins. So I'm not in that hurt empath situation where my energy is just muddled with everybody else and I have to take on the world's energy along with mine. I have amazing, amazing boundaries, mind, body, and soul, mind, body, soul, and spirit, because of the situations that I went through when I was younger. And you will have them too from these situations that you're in right now. But you have enough strength to get out of these situations. You are worthy enough in your life as you are right now to get out of these situations. Don't believe anything that anybody has to say when they tell you that you are not enough, that you can't do it on your own, that you will not make it on your own. Don't believe your ego's patterns of saying these things to yourself, because this is not who you truly are. This is your ego picking up on patterns from these people who are toxic and abusive to you. And because the ego is hardwired for survival, the ego will take on the words and the feelings of these people who use and abuse you, so that it brings in these things in your life so that you can live what this other person is saying, and you can match them, mirror them on the outside, and survive. It's a survival tactic. It is not who you truly are. You are strong enough. Your foundation is strong enough. You are I'm going to swear, guys, so if you don't like swearing, please plug your ears. You are the motherfucking Queen of Pentacles. There's nobody who can take that abundance away from you, who can take that kindness away from you, who can take that gentleness away from you. But you are not only the Queen of Pentacles, you are the motherfucking Queen of Swords. And you are going to stand strong in your divine self with that kindness and gentleness, but with that knowledge that nobody is going to take this shit from you again. You are not going to take anybody's abusive and neglectful and I'm just going to say abusive and neglectful bullshit again. You are never going to let anybody do this shit to you anymore. Shit just got real, guys. But Divine is saying that this is what you need in July. You need this. You need to understand this in your soul. I feel that fire spinning, burning in your heart chakra now, guys. I feel that fire within you. It is that Queen of Swords and that Queen of Pentacles together, understanding that there is a time for kindness and love and nurturing, and there is a time where that shit is over. And you need to stand for yourself in it. You need to trust that these things are lessons for you, but you are done with the lesson. You have learned what you've needed to learn. It is time to move on so you can heal and you can move on into your life that you are meant to live. Not the life you're in right now, not the bullshit you're in right now. Be that Queen of Swords here for the month of July so that you can do your healing. You can stand your ground, do your healing, and get back to your Queen of Pentacles energy. Your emotional sector this month, we have the Knight of Wands. This is the fast-moving energy. You are meant to get out of all of the shit that's weighing you down, all of the shit that these people are throwing at you, all of this stuff that people are taking away from you. You're meant to move out of it. You're meant to do it quickly. You're meant to do it fastly. Again, take what resonates from this reading and leave the rest, but you are meant to do it quick. You're meant to do it now. Spirit is calling you to move here and now, not tomorrow, not a year from now, now, right now, guys. Your struggles are going to be the King of Pentacles. For some of you, this is who you're struggling with. This is who is using and abusing you. This is who's taking from you. For others, this is you're struggling with being that abundant Midas touch person. You're having trouble bringing in this energy for yourself, and this is coming from the fact that somebody is telling you that you're not good enough, that you will never succeed without them, that you need them. So for those of you who are struggling with somebody who is extremely financially abundant, but is not nurturing, is not caring, is not kind, he is not the true King of Pentacles. He is a reverse King of Pentacles. Don't put up with this shit anymore just because he has money. Don't. Life is about more than money. Life is about safety and confidence and self-worth and self-love and self-care. It's not about a financial abundance. If you are sacrificing any of these things for financial abundance, Spirit is saying that you're not doing what's true for you and your path. You are meant to be the Queen of Pentacles and the true King of Pentacles yourself. This is that divine masculine, divine feminine mirroring, who are extremely financially abundant as well as abundant in many other ways, who are extremely kind and gentle. That is who you're meant to be. So for those of you who are struggling with this, get into this energy, get into that balance, divine feminine, divine masculine within this abundance. For those of you who are dealing with a person who is the reverse King of Pentacles, don't put up with this shit anymore. Just don't. Those of you, it could also be a woman, because this male energy, it just means that they're a leader when it comes to like being financially abundant or in their job. It could also be a woman, but stop putting up with their shit. You're meant to be abundant financially in every other way, mind, body, and soul, yourself. Stop listening to what he's saying. Stop taking it on as your truth, because it's not your truth. Spirit is here to tell you that it is about your self-love, your self-care, your self-worth. And when you get those pieces of the puzzle in their right places, and you do your inner work to get everything properly where it is, you are going to be one of the most abundant people just on this earth. You are the Queen of Pentacles through and through. For your mental sector, we have the Ten of Wands. You are in burden mode. You are done with this burden. You can't do this anymore. You feel like you can't do this anymore because you're so burdened by the bullshit that they're bringing in, the things that they're saying that your ego is taking on as truth, and therefore you're living as truth because you're living in your ego instead of living in your heart center. Let that fire of that Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords come together for you. Stand up for yourself in the month of July and stop putting up with other people's bullshit, and the bullshit of your ego and fears as well. Struggles this month, Death card. Do you see how that lady, it's just like it's kind of like this one. they're a bit of the same message, but same imagery, different message. Or yeah, it's kind of same message too, but there's some similarities and not. But I'll stop that comparison. But she's going to death, happy that he's there, taking the things from her that no longer serve her. So stop struggling with death coming in, trying to take the bullshit out of your life. Give up that bullshit willingly. Release resistance to giving that up, the things that no longer serve your highest good. Get back to who you truly are by giving up this bullshit in life, by giving up the ideas that you can't be the King of Pentacles, or that give up the the reverse King of Pentacles that you're dealing with, the one who is coming in and using and abusing you. Stand up for yourself this month, Geminis. Ooh, it's like they know what we're talking about, because they do. So your guidance this month in your emotional and mental sector is courage. Do you see Archangel Azrael right there? I'm sorry, Archangel Ariel right there. Like, look how courageous Archangel Ariel is. Look how, I love that Ariel is depicted as a woman in this deck, because she's who I saw when I was saying, you know, merge your Queen of Pentacles and your Queen of Swords together. Ariel is who I saw, the Ariel from this deck. So be her this month. Call her in for any help and courage that you need. Her little saying is, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Believe that you are worthy of standing up for, because you are. Believe that your inner self, your true self is worthy to put up those boundaries for, because they are. And be that divine part of yourself that connects. I'm seeing a lot of you connecting with Archangel Ariel, bringing in Ariel's essence to help you, and spreading your wings and flying this month with that self-care, with that self-love, and with kicking this guy out of your lives. So whether it's this reverse King of Pentacles that is bringing in these toxic energies to you and abusing you, or somebody else, get them out of your lives. I'm seeing you guys can do it. I'm seeing you guys have the power to do it within you. Please get into that, the willingness to do it as well. Possible outcomes for you this month is going to be the Hierophant. I love it. Okay, so the Hierophant is, I love how it's a raven and a key, because ravens are messengers of the hidden realms, and the Hierophant is the key to higher knowledge, is the key to spiritual knowledge. So you are the key to spiritual knowledge this month. All you need to do is have that willingness to unlock it, and all of this, like, I'm seeing a waterfall of beautiful divine essence coming in for yourself. But until you kick these toxic people out of your life, until you start doing your inner healing work and be willing to move out of these lessons that no longer serve you anymore, and into the who you truly are supposed to be, and the path that you're truly supposed to walk on, that path of love and light, that path of self-care, self-love, and self-worth, the path of unconditional love for yourself, knowing that you're going to put boundaries where you need to put boundaries, knowing that you're not going to let anybody walk all over you again, knowing that you're not going to let anybody use and abuse you again. Until that happens, until you start on that journey, that key is going to be hidden. That key is going to be laying on the ground. That key is going to be in a, I'm seeing, like when you lose your car keys and you search your house for it, I'm very much seeing that happening. Until you break open this willingness within you, and that understanding of self-love and self-worth and self-care within you, you're not going to be able to find that key. But you are very divine beings, Geminis. When I looked into your auras, your true aura, the true color of your soul is very clear and white, and these are very divine healing auras. When it comes to people's auras, not everybody has a very clear or white one. I've met a lot of Geminis who do, because their spirit is saying that you guys are very balanced, and from that balanced perspective, traditionally you're very balanced, and from that balanced perspective you can have a better understanding of spirit, of those realms. You guys are also an air sign. You're more connected. It takes less space for you to have to travel between the divine and earth. But you are this key, guys, and until you find this, by having the willingness to walk your path, to get rid of these shitty situations that no longer serve you, and that are these situations that are ending up in abuse, neglect, and exploitation, until you're done with those situations, you can't open up that key within yourself to be truly connected to divine in the way that you're meant to be. You will always be connected to divine on some level, but you can't truly connect to divine 100% in the just waterfall that you're like. They're showing me the Hoover Dam, and just the Hoover Dam breaking open with all this spiritual knowledge that is meant for you, and this spiritual abundance that is meant for you in life. So, dear divine Geminis, please, please, please get yourself into a position where you can do what is best for yourself here in July. Please have that willingness. I really love you guys. I really do. I know I said this for Cancer as well, but I can see how beautiful and amazing you guys are. And it is so easy for me to love people, and to love people as a whole human race, when I can see the true divine essence of who you are, when I can see the highest potential of who you are. It's easy to have hope and love and faith in you guys when you can see that. Please be willing and walk those steps in your inner healing journey so you can see them in yourself as well. I'm not even going to get into my, I was going to get into my last comments, but guys, at the end of the day, I love you. I want to see the best for you. Please get yourself into a situation where you can be doing what is best for yourself too. Please comment below if you want me to continue to do this spread. I really feel bad about, I don't want to end this with my comments and stuff, but if you want to see the spread again, please comment below. If you'd like a love spread, I really feel like Geminis, you might be a little bit exhausted from the energies of this spread and kind of worn out from the energies of this spread, but I do think that you guys would love a love spread. So if you want to have a specific love spread for your zodiac sign, let me know down below. But I really feel like, that whoever I'm channeling for, whatever group I'm channeling for, I know I'm cheapening, I feel like you think that I'm cheapening my message and divine's message by saying the closing comments, so it's making me feel bad saying them. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying has nothing to do, what I'm saying has nothing to do with the fact that I need to close this video. I need to close this video somehow, is what Spirit's telling me, but what I brought in for you today is truth. It is truth of what you're feeling. It's truth of how I feel for, how I'm the feelings that I'm channeling with you, or for you, and it's the truth of how much faith and hope and love I have for you. So whether or not I need to close this video or not has nothing to do with the fact that the channel was extremely raw and extremely truthful and triggering. So I'm sorry if you feel like I'm cheapening your message by closing the video, but I have to in some way. So I love you guys. Please comment below. Comments are always welcome, so please comment below if this is something that you want to see in the future, or if you want that romance spread. So I'll leave the other part of my closing comments out of it for this month, but I hope to see you guys again here soon. If I don't see you, in my other videos, I hope to see you next month in August for your August video. So please have a empowered July. I'm not even going to go into having a good July. Have an empowered July, because that is what is meant for you here in this month. Again, if you need to call on your angels, call on Angel Ariel, Archangel Ariel, call on your guides, call on your ancestors, bring in that support for you if you need that support, to be willing and to walk on your true healed path. I love you guys. Have a empowered July.